driving the Mustang today. Not bad. Got these mics last night, so me and my wife don't have to share anymore. Let's not lose this piece. Sucks to have no fingernails sometimes. Well, we'll worry about that another time. I'm wondering if I should put the testing. No, I don't want that. It's gonna bounce around. Testing. All right. It's been a busy morning already. Need to head out to my office. I should double check just to make sure my badge is in the trunk, but I'm pretty sure it is. Can you still hear me while I'm out here? Anyways, so been a busy morning somewhat. My dad needed to borrow my car, my other car, our SUV truck, whatever you want to. It's a Ford Expedition, so call it a truck, sue me. But that was kind of last minute. And so we have 3 cars, my wife and I: a Tesla, an Expedition, and I happen to have a Shelby GT500, a 2014 Shelby GT500. So it's a cool car, but obviously I don't drive it a lot because of what it is. And any real car person would understand why I wouldn't drive this every day. So I was not expecting to drive it today, mainly because the weather's been not great. So I don't like to drive it a lot, period. And I definitely don't want to have to drive it in the rain, but I'm not going to leave my parents stranded. My dad's car was giving him issues and he had somewhere to go. So of course I'm going to help him out as much as I can. And actually it's not even raining right now. So hopefully that plays well for the rest of the day in the Mustang and I don't have to worry about it getting rained on. It's already a little bit dirty, which who cares, right? Dirty, you can wash a car, so I'm not worried about it being dirty. I just really didn't want to have to drive it in the rain, traction and all that stuff. So anyways, but here we are. I guess it was meant to be. It's definitely a fun car to drive. So I don't know, maybe I need to make some more content with the Mustang. People love the Mustangs, especially a Shelby. If I'm gonna vlog like this, what I kind of forget to do is at the end of the day, like recap or do like a recap or just a conclusion of the day even. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit better with that and just kind of see. All right, I guess I'm going. See how, I just need to get better at kind of finishing the day, even if it's a short, quick video of ending the day. You know, my wife's getting into trying to vlog, I think, a little bit more of her day. I was trying to keep mine a little bit. All right, well, I just checked my GPS really quick. I'm staring at the traffic that I'm about to merge into, and it's pretty slow going, but the GPS says that it's pretty minimal, I guess. So hopefully we're like right at the end of it. But anyways, I think I was saying my wife's been doing more of like a full day type vlogs. Mine was really just trying to kind of capture a few things to start the day and then work, obviously trying to get workouts in and film some content of those, food related as well. So yeah, I don't know. This is still all kind of new to me, so I'm figuring out how I'm going to put these videos together. Maybe this won't even be the way I continue to do it. Maybe I'll change it up a little bit. Yeah, I don't really know yet. My plan today, though, is going to be some arms. I'm not really a big arm guy, actually. When I started working out, a lot of what we did was functional training. A lot of compound movements and things like that, your squats, your bench and overhead press, like stuff like that. I think that's deadlifts and, that's your great way to build that foundation. Arms were always kind of an accessory and it wasn't, I'll say it like this, just to kind of simplify it. I didn't like stick to bodybuilding style workouts or splits. We did a lot of functional training when I was first starting to work out. It was even a lot of plyometric type stuff. I don't want to say CrossFit because we didn't start off doing CrossFit. I did get into that and that was still something that I always enjoyed doing. And I don't even know, I can't even really explain. Oh, anyways, we'll finish the train of thought. But so yeah, I didn't really do a lot of arm stuff. We would do burpees, we would do broad jumps, box jumps. We would do stuff like that. And when I first got into the gym, I didn't really have a great foundation in the gym. We grew up playing sports, so we were athletic enough. And I was athletic enough to learn movements pretty quickly. Even the trainer that I did end up getting with, I was probably one of his favorite clients. And I'm not just saying that just because, but literally like I had a good foundation. I was athletic enough to do just about anything, and I was willing to do literally about anything. He would be like, hey, have you ever done a power clean? And I was like, no. Show me, kind of break down the movement, like, okay, this is how you want to approach it. You know, this is how you want to pick it up. You need to be quick, you know, get it up to your hips, be quick, use your hips to kind of bump it, get it up to your shoulders, like stuff like that. So, and I was able to pick up on those things pretty quickly. I feel like I'm good at like watching somebody do something, and then I can mimic it and, you know, tweak it as necessary. So yeah, that's kind of how I started in the gym. We did get into doing CrossFit, you know, when I first kind of came into the gym, it was around 2011. And I would say that was when like CrossFit was really making its start, because even like the original CrossFit Games had just kind of like broken onto the scene, and it was really popular in the gym that we were at. I don't know, a lot of people hate on it, but there's no doubt about it. If you know how to do the movements and you have practice and stuff like that, CrossFit's an amazing like workout in itself, or the workouts that are involved with CrossFit are awesome. And anybody that has actually ever done it and doesn't just hate on it will tell you that it's one of the best ways to get in shape. If you're looking to like get in shape, because you can do CrossFit and it doesn't have to be with any actual weights except just your body. I mean, so you could do like running, burpees, bodyweight squats, push-ups, pull-ups. Like you can do those 5 things. I think that was 5 things I just named off. You could write out a workout for this. Like, okay, I'll do a 400-meter run. I'll do this many burpees, this many squats, this many push-ups, this many pull-ups, and run that for whatever. Let's say it was a 30-minute AMRAP of however many reps of each. There's no actual lifting of weights involved except your body weight, but like you can't tell me that you're going to be breathing, you're going to be gassed, you're going to be breathing hard, but you continue to do workouts like that, you're going to be in great shape. I know it because I've done it. Usually when like springtime comes around is when I start adding some more of those workouts in. I'm to the point where I don't really use too much weight anymore, unless it's, you know, maybe like kettlebell swings. I still really like those. If I use weight, it's going to be pretty moderate. I'm not doing like the big barbell lifts so much anymore. I just feel like I can always tweak something, so that's why I don't really want to do it anymore. But yeah, there's no doubt like CrossFit is one of the best. But really, what is CrossFit? Like all it really is just high intensity, and there's plenty of people out there that do high intensity workouts. So CrossFit is just the name associated with it. So, but yeah, well, that's kind of how I started. I got into that tangent all by saying that I think I'm going to do arms today. I haven't done arms in probably a couple weeks now. I have like a go-to arm program, if you will, that I like to do. I actually have it saved on my phone. I should pretty much have it memorized now, but I used to watch, or I still watch bodybuilding videos, but there was this one guy that I was watching a lot. His name is Kai Green. I don't know if he's actually retired or still competing, but at the time, like the video, he was competing for like Mr. Olympias. But I really liked his mannerisms and his demeanor and the way he spoke, you know, in the gym, and how he would explain why he was doing a certain movement or how he was doing it, or just his whole process. I just liked listening to him. And there was this one video I found of him doing an arm day that was brutal, like just watching it. So I watched the video and I literally like wrote down each of the movements that he was doing and about how many sets and reps he was doing, and I saved it. And man, I'm tired now. And I saved it, and it's one that I go back to a lot, just because his main thing on the arms was volume. Like your arms can kind of take a beating to a degree, and some of these smaller muscles, like specifically we'll just say arms, whether it's biceps or triceps, and then like your calves, like those smaller muscles like that, man, depending on like your genetics or just how you're built, like it could take a while to build. You know, calves is one of those things where like we all make fun of them, but other videos that I posted, I was trying to do, or I was doing some calf raises just to kind of, because I hadn't done them in so long, and I'm just looking at my calves on the video like, damn, these things are like twigs. And it's just one of those things, like if you don't like try to do calf raises probably every day, they're probably not going to grow. And I'm coming from like, that was the one thing, another thing we used to do in our CrossFit workouts a lot was like jump ropes or double unders. And yeah, like my calves have never like changed as far as the way they look. So I don't know. I might be asked out on having bigger calves. It just is what it is, I think. So anyways, I think arm day is what we're going to do today. I'm behind on time again today. And see, this is another thing. I get why when these, I don't know, I was going to say really successful people, but those people who are crazy about doing like 4 a.m. workouts and, you know, do that stuff like every day, I do understand why you would want to, because if you can get something like your workout knocked out in the earliest possible in the day, now you don't have to worry about trying to fit it in later. I mean, that's obviously ideal, but like for myself and my wife last night, I mean, we didn't really even get home 11 o'clock. And then you're also trying to put 2 kids to bed as quick as possible. You're not even really getting in bed and settled until, if you're lucky, 11:30, almost 12 o'clock. It's really hard to get up at 4 a.m. and call it an excuse if you want to, but that's just tough. I don't care who you are. So those people that do that, I think, really have the ideal schedule where you can go to bed and not be yawning when you wake up. No, they can go to bed. I mean, in a perfect world, yeah. On a normal night, though, my daughter's bedtime is 8:30, and ideally, I would love to put her to bed and jump right in the bed by 9, right? Like, that would be ideal, but usually that's just not the way it happens. So, but hopefully by talking to you guys, and maybe if it's something that turns into even just a small community of followers, but YouTube somehow turns into something that I can use to build a platform, start it as a business, make some money, and be able to just like do this for a living, well, then I could have that ideal schedule, right? I hope it's still recording. That would have sucked. But anyways, arm day it is. Probably tap back in once we get to the actual gym. Okay, so I finished my workout for the day. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see what this looks like with the light off. Better, worse, I don't know. Might be a little bit better. Let's try this. Not really sure. All right, So story time, just added my protein to this, but yeah, as you can see, maybe you can see it's night out. It's dark outside, or getting dark. Didn't get to the gym until later than I would like to. Thankfully, I didn't drink my pre-workout this morning as I was in the car driving. I think I took like a couple sips, and then I said, well, I'm gonna go to my office and I'll take care of a few things there and then head out. And I ended up staying at the office longer than I expected as well, and then headed to the gym. That was a different LA Fitness that I normally go to, but it's, heading towards a little bit closer to home. Got done with the workout, solid arm day. It wasn't the arm day that I had talked about, but it was actually good because, again, I was short on time, needed to get in, get out, and get on to picking up my kids. Came out to the car, threw my stuff in the trunk, closed the trunk, and I locked my keys in the trunk. So with that, I started calling around. I'm probably gonna have to move this microphone really quick. Started calling. I hit up my wife. It was like, at the time when I talked to my wife, I think it was right around 3:30ish, and I was like, well, hey, where are you at? Tried to set up a plan to go pick up the kids, and I told her what happened. And my plan at that time, my dad actually had to borrow my my Ford Expedition, and so I was like, well, let me hit him up. The original plan was going to be have my wife. All right, this intersection's a little bit tricky, and I feel like we need some light. Like, this is maybe a little bit better. Let's try this one. That little light's not going to bother me too much. I was going to have my wife run home, pick up the spare key, and then come and get me. But my daughter had piano practice at a specific time, so I didn't want to affect that. So I was like, well, let me call my dad and see where he's at. He had to borrow my car anyways, our other car. So maybe he's on his way and he can just stop by the house. I can let him in through the garage, and he can grab the key and come on down. So that's what we ended up doing. But after I talked to my dad, I realized, let me try to hit up. We have USAA, and they have roadside assistance. So I looked on the app really quick and saw that they have roadside assistance. So I scheduled for a tow truck to come and get me unlocked. And I should have recorded some of it at least. I just forgot, but that would have been some good B-roll. Got to get better at this, you guys. But I ended up, here we go with some traffic. So the guy gets here with the tow truck, and he was only a couple minutes away, so it worked out like perfect. My dad had pretty much just gotten to my house, and I told him, you know what, I scheduled this tow truck to come help me out, so you should be good. Tow truck guy gets there, and I'm just talking to him, telling him like what the original plan was, and then I hit him up. He's like, oh, cool. And as he's trying to work on the car, he's not getting into it right away, and all of a sudden he goes, well, you might have to call for your spare key. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, the way this window is designed, I can't get in here with the little bladder, he called it, which is the thing they shove in your window and then pump it up with air so they get some space to put the shim down there. And he's like, I can't get into your window. The way this is designed, it won't open. I can't even get the bladder in there for it to pump open. I'm like, you serious? And he's like, yeah, he's like, these Mustangs are tricky, and we've kind of dealt with this before. And he tried it a couple more, like another minute. So as he said that, I called my dad, and I was like, thankfully he was still at my house, and I said, well, just wait a second, because he's saying he may not be able to get in. And that's exactly what happened. And yeah, I need to try, bro. I don't care about the freaking challenge. Stuff like that I hate, man, because now you just jacked me up on my camera app. All right, tried to add a different light. That's about the only setup I have at the moment. So then I hit up my dad and said, yeah, you're gonna have to come and get me, because this guy's not able to get in the car. So thankfully, I think we were less than, my house to this gym it's less than 15 minutes. So it wasn't too bad, but I just didn't want to have to make him drive down here, use the gas in that car and whatnot. But it is what it is. On our way home, it's Friday night, so now I'm on my way to go pick up my son, actually, from daycare, because I told my wife to just go get our daughter so that they could make sure that they were at piano on time. So that's it. Still got the workout in. And between all that, as I was waiting for all that to happen, I just said, well, thankfully I'm at the gym, but I didn't have nothing on me except literally my personal phone, my work phone, and my jug of water. That's it. So at least I had some essentials somewhat. And while I was waiting, I just was like walking on the treadmill right there in the front, because I had already lifted and I didn't want to try to keep lifting. I'm starving now. and I really don't have nothing to eat. Thankfully, I had the protein shake ready in the car, so I'm drinking that now. Go home, cook some food, go get my son. We'll see how the rest of the night goes, but that's my story time. Should have had some clips of the tow truck, but I didn't think about it. This is still new, so it is what it is. But yep, happy Friday. We're just gonna keep on rolling with the punches.
I got an egg.
Good job, buddy.
You want to see what's inside? But there's nothing inside. There's nothing inside, see?
Keep on the party. Keep on the party.
Daddy, you want to see what's inside? Want to see what's inside?
Mm-hmm.
Look at.
Oh.
Are you ready to see?
Yeah.
Look. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing inside though.
Fancy.
I want to do it too.
Here, let's wash hands. Okay, look at you making a mess. Look up here. No splashing.
No.
Wash hands, please. Hey. Wash, 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 wash. All right, go see mom. All right, go sit on the couch. Okay, we need to, you know what, we need to cook these first. I'm gonna cook these chicken breasts that I've had for a couple days. For dinner, yeah, good job, buddy. I also have a bunch of ground chicken. Yes, I did say ground chicken. Anyways, so let's do a little spray. This pan is muy hot. I'm gonna do a little bit of both. Don't judge. Got some olive oil. We're gonna go ahead and drop these in while it's hot. Drop it like it's hot, for real. Actually, this one. I'm gonna go ahead and throw them on now, and then we'll add the seasoning on top. I'm just trying to get these going. And then I have the ground chicken that I'm gonna work on. All right, let's see my seasonings right here. I don't really know what I want to use. We might do, I think this might be good on some chicken today. Cowboy butter from Kinder's. I have so many Kinder's. That's just the way to go. Costco has these for days. Been a long day, y'all, so. Chicken and wine. Does that work? Here we go with the chicken. Throw a little bit more seasoning on it. Don't be shy on the seasoning, by the way. We're here for a good time. What they say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So let's check this chicken. I know it's not gonna be done quite yet. We're looking for 165 in the middle. Oh, we're getting there though. We're actually really close. So that one said, Yeah, I don't know though. That was, yeah, no, that's like 130. Let's see what the bottom's looking like. It's all right. It's gonna go a little bit more. So I know the chicken is not quite done yet, but I'm gonna slice it up just to speed up this process a little bit more.
She left the meeting.
Let's get this food plated. This is how I weigh my stuff out. Nothing fancy, nothing, I don't know what you want to call it, but I just go by weight. I've always done about 6 ounces of rice. So really I do 12 ounces total of food. So it'll be 6 ounces of rice. And honestly, I'm starving today, but we'll stick to this. And then we'll eat again later anyways. And then we'll do our chicken. Same thing, about 12 ounces total. So another 6 ounces of chicken. Really simple. I don't have no veggies or anything to go with it at this point. Don't really care. Yeah, close enough. But we'll throw this guy on there. And just to spice things up, this right here is one of my favorite sauces. It's like a spicy barbecue sauce. The top doesn't work very well, so we gotta just drizzle it on there. Just a little bit of flavor, but there you have it. Chicken and rice. OG. So that's pretty much the day. Yeah, I'm going to try. Let's see, I'm a fan of, you know what, we're just gonna try both. So I recently saw, what's her name? The lean beef. So we're gonna give this a try, courtesy of the lean beef patty. This one is gonna be the peanut butter cup. Let's see what we got, but long day. Took my daughter over to my mom's house. She's spending the night with my mom, my dad, and her cousins there as well. You know, for a quote unquote healthy option on an ice cream, it's got less sugar than most, 18 grams per container, 16 grams for a serving. The serving size is about 2/3 cup, which is not bad at all, because this real ice cream is also 2/3 cup, but it only has 3 grams of protein, 20 grams of sugar. 20 grams of sugar compared to, what did I say? 9? So that's half the sugar. Don't get me wrong. This right here, I'm a big fan of this banana nut. We have Stater Brothers here. Pretty good. But this is actually really good. I'm a fan of like savory, like peanut butter, chocolate, something like that. So speaking of, cherry chocolate chunk. Let's get a new spoon. I think my wife will like this one for sure. It's pretty soft, and I just took these out. I didn't let them sit out. That's really good. As the young, as do they still say no cap? That's really good. The girl that reviewed this, the lean beef patty, she talked about the mix-ins, and they said the mix-ins are supposed to be really like the best of this. And yeah, I mean, I really like this one, but this mix-in is really good. Maybe that's why. A minute. That's why. This is like regular ice cream. Well, I figured out why this one's really good. This is like regular ice cream. Just like the one I just pulled out of the freezer. This one's only 5 grams of protein, 20 grams of sugar. So this is ice cream. Dang it. This one says light ice cream. Reading is fundamental. But for the gains, Hope you enjoyed the day. Hopefully you enjoyed your day. We'll catch y'all next time.